Hey everybody, we're back for round 3 of our Shrapnel Blast in Modern League. We're on the draw this time, and this is a risky keep.
So if we make it to turn 2 with our Glimmer Voids, they can never die because of Hangerback.
Right.
But if our opponent shows us a red source, we probably just lose the game.
Yes. Any removal spell, we die. And they're on the play, so I have 2 turns to do it. I would not keep this hand, but I have a certain amount of respect for somebody who could.
Yeah.
This one's a little better.
Yeah, this is the one time.
No huge payoff card, but we have a pretty fast hand.
Yeah. And we have a scry to find it. This is the one time where Memnite would be slightly better.
Yeah, it would be better here, but it's not a ton better. It's just a little better.
I think it's actually worse here, the more I think about it, because we don't have a payoff card, so this is just, it's an extra turn, potentially.
Yeah, sure, and you're going to get more value out of it over the long run.
Let's bottom that.
Not going to do that much. Yeah, let's get rid of that thing.
Because we already have enough colored sources.
Yeah, we have 3 mana in this hand, essentially, so... Curse Catcher. Alright, we're playing some Murflush. Hangerback's pretty good.
That, and then, do we want to lead on Drum here? I think it's not good enough.
I like leading on Vault Scourge. Vault Scourge is one of the best creatures in this matchup. Let's erase them.
Yeah. This is also kind of sad that this is the one matchup where our opponents don't do damage to themselves. Which makes our...
Memnite would actually be a good deal better in this end. We would have been able to play both Memnite and Drum and then get the turn 2 Hangerback online.
Also, like, one of the strengths of the 7-spell or burn spell lists is like playing against Jund and Burn. And we've gotten like the Scape Shift deck occasionally dealt damage to himself.
Yeah, Modern's mana bases are still not good. Oh, that was great.
So we go Drum,
Worker, Hangerback. Yeah.
And then if we draw a payoff card other than Hangerback, we just win the game?
Most likely. Or even a Vault Scourge would be insane.
Signal Pest would also be very good here.
Or not Vault Scourge, yeah, Signal Pest, that's what I meant. You get to double your Hangerback Walker tokens.
Yeah, we also know he has a Lord of Atlantis.
Yeah, we're gonna get to chump with Arcbound Worker most likely. And then that'll put an extra counter on Hangerback Walker, which is great because it'll turn into an extra Thopter because we get to Shrapnel Blast it. Oh, that's no fun. But not the end of the world.
If he doesn't have Island here, that's... Oh, okay.
Sure. Once again, not the end of the world. We have a lot of mana, and we don't have a lot of stuff to do with that mana, so... Like, he's not actually setting us that far back.
Yeah. The other thing is he's stuck on lands.
Right. He can only do one thing next turn, most likely. Just play a Lord.
And that Lord isn't actually that good here.
Greedo Plating. That's a pretty great card. Yep.
That Vapor Snag was a Tempo Lightning Bolt. I like sacrificing or tapping the Vault Scourge here instead.
Yeah. Do you want to attack with the Worker or just...
I want to leave it back on defense because it gives us the biggest Vault Scourge.
If he's got a third Vapor Snag, then that's really good. Oh, are we not playing the plating?
No, I like playing the Hangerback because it means when he plays Lord of Atlantis this next turn, it trades with a Silver Gill Adept or Curse Catcher.
What does?
The Hangerback Walker because it's for 2. Oh,
no,
crap,
it's
no, it's not.
Because we can play Cranial Plating and then pump it up, leave Arcbound Worker up, and then trade with something. And then put the modular counter onto Vault Scourge. Then we have a large lifelinker that we can start getting in with.
Yeah. I just missequenced that. That was bad of me.
No, I think it's fine.
Because I was thinking about trying to make a hangerback for 2.
Okay.
But that lost to...
And then that would be your only creature that you have up for blocking.
Yeah, but it trades with all or both of his things if he plays a Lord.
That's true.
And then gives us 3 or 2 flyers. But then he still has... Yeah, I think
actually... I like this line too, though. Cranial plating.
I like cranial plating on the Arcbound Worker and shipping.
Yep. Because we get to block, move the counter over to Vault Scourge, and then equip the cranial plating Vault Scourge and have a huge swing. Like, cranial plating onto Vault Scourge is the best thing that we can do in this matchup.
Yeah. So we're going to tap this for a white.
Yep.
And put this here.
Worker. Awesome.
And it also means that, like...
if he does have the Vapor Snag also. Yeah, but I don't think we have a good line that doesn't lose to Harbinger of the Tides.
Yeah, the Hangerback Walker line doesn't, but I think if he doesn't play out the Lord, I think we don't block. Because it definitely means he has Harbinger.
Sure. But another adept? Oh. Okay. Do you want to block the Adept, or do you want to block the Curse Catcher so that we don't have to worry about playing around Shrapnel Blast?
I think since we have access to 3 mana, like, we should be fine.
Okay. Yeah, and I don't think Shrapnel Blast necessarily is even necessary for us to win the game.
Yeah. For sure. So...
All right, I think we're in a really good shot.
Whoa. So, I like putting the plating on our...
Yep, that's definitely happening, and then we attack with it.
I just don't know... Does it actually matter if we play out Walker first or not?
It's an extra damage.
I was trying... I meant for drum. Yeah, no.
Oh,
no, it doesn't.
I don't think it does. Unless you want the hangerback, unless you want the cranial plating on the hangerback walker at the end of your turn, even though it's tapped. And you can still do that, anyways.
Yeah. It's just sometimes the sequencing with drum comes up, and I wasn't sure. After the last time I screwed up that sequencing with that. All right, this is actually attacking right. I felt like I lagged there a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, that guy's getting in there. All right, the old 14-point life swing. Is that good?
Feels fair.
Yeah, cranial plating is a reasonable magic card.
Oh, he's just dead.
Yeah, that's not going to do much.
Like, we don't even need to block.
No. The only thing that's bad about this is that we have to show him Shrapnel Blast if we want to kill him this turn. But we've already shown him Hangerback Walker and Arcbound Worker, so I think that's fine.
I mean, we could definitely showboat here and double Shrapnel Blast him.
No, we don't want to do that, because and he'd think that we'd have a lot more Shrapnel Blasts. Than, like, 3's a lot of Shrapnel Blasts. If we show him double Shrapnel Blast, then, like, he'd be more inclined to think we have more than 2.
It was solely for the tilt them factor. See it? Maybe that does something. It's got marginal value. Actually, like sacrificing the opal here.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, another opal.
Like, it's not relevant here, but it might be in some situations, so I felt like mentioning that.
Right. Yeah. That's definitely a thing. Other things we can do is sacrifice the Hangerback Walker after activating it.
Yeah, which is an insane play.
Obviously great. Yep. One of the reasons that Hangerback and Shrapnel Blast are in the deck in the first place together.
All right. Spell Snare is great in this matchup.
Yep.
Ironically, the card that just killed him probably isn't that good.
No. Yeah, Shrapnel Blast is way too much of an investment, especially against the Curse Catcher deck.
and then Etch Champion is better than Hangerback Walker, I feel like.
Yeah, most likely.
So a card I'm concerned about is Mutavault.
Okay.
Because it lines up so favorably against.
Sure.
Etch
Yeah.
Champion.
One other thing, I think Whip Flare is probably pretty good. They could definitely do like the multiple Lord draw and invalidate it, but if they don't have that, then it's a giant blowout.
I think it's fine. It's just if they draw 2 Lords, we're in a little bit of rough shape.
Sometimes. Yeah, yeah, especially since we got the Whip Flare in our hand instead of something that's like proactive.
Yeah.
So,
I do like it against Master of Waves though,
yeah.
which I think is important, just because it means they can't ever actually outwide us. They have to draw recall. Like they can't out tempo us anymore.
Right. Maybe Spell Pierce is also good just because of recall being so good. No, I don't think so. Not on the draw.
No, because
maybe
they
on the
hit 4
play.
every game.
Yeah, maybe on the play if it means that we can like counter their Vial.
Yeah, because that's the only way I've ever lost this match is a Vial on turn 1.
Sure. I've lost to like lots and lots of recalls. But yeah, we're pretty far ahead normally. I think that the way this deck is built right now is okay.
All right, so just the spells. Like the other thing about this is to not overboard.
Right. Our engine is pretty good, and the more we board, the more it gets disrupted, and then like the pieces just if you don't have enough pieces put together, then they're just not going to be.
Yeah, that's why we boarded out something that's not a payoff card.
Right.
The only payoff card I ever consider boarding out is Steel Overseer, which I think might be right in this situation because he has Vapor Snag. Like cutting an Overseer for a Whip Flare is defensible, I think.
Okay, but I think Hangerback Walker is better than Overseer. Or I mean, I think Overseer is better than Hangerback Walker, rather. Because Vapor Snag gets them both the same.
I think I can see cutting either of them for a Whip Flare. I don't think we want multiple in our deck.
Okay.
Actually, that's a card that gets... I mean, we don't have much time to think about this.
That's true. 7 seconds.
Yeah,
let's just do it like this, and then we'll see.
Yeah. I think that's definitely, like, a close decision there.
Yeah, agreed.
And something I'd, like, want to actually sit down and, like, think about the pros and cons of longer.
Unfortunately, we only have 2 minutes to sideboard.
Yeah.
This hand's pretty great.
And he mulled.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, we're going to keep this. The only problem is we can't do anything until, or we can't leave up Snare easily.
Well, we can.
Now we don't really want to, outside of 4 recall.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen on turn 1. He's going to try to blow us out, set us back further than 1 turn. That's a pretty good draw.
So
I think Inkmoth Nexus is the more... Like, they're both good, but
yeah.
I don't see us attacking with either one for a little while here.
On the second turn, we don't even show him Glimmer Void, probably.
Oh, no, definitely not. Yeah, getting the Nexuses out there and making sure that they don't have summoning sickness is more
yeah, the only reason I could see casting or playing Glimmer Void and casting Signal Pest this coming turn and trying to leave up or trying to hold this up is solely for Spreading Seas this coming turn.
Okay.
Because it prevents us, or we don't have an Arcbound Ravager or anything, or a way to play it, or to basically just sack the land if we need to.
Right.
In response.
So here's something. Do we want to Signal Pest, hold up Spell Snare, or just drop the Steel Overseer?
Yeah, that's what I was debating there. I think it's close.
I think that there's something to be said for him vialing out a Curse Catcher to make the Signal Pest Spell Snare line not even matter. And if he just doesn't have the recall, what did he mulligan to?
6.
Okay. If he doesn't have the
let's
recall...
Let's see if he kept on top.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Put a card on top.
Okay, he did top. Okay, but that could mean a lot of things.
Yeah.
If he does recall us...
It's also
then...
the Spreading Seas I'm thinking about. Because it invalidates a man land too.
Oh, I'm not too worried about that.
Okay. Because I guess we would have Overseer in play, so it doesn't actually matter.
Right. Let's play the Blink. Yeah, I think if it was me, I would play the Blink Moth and Castile Overseer, but I think both lines are okay. Him having the option of being able to back it up with Curse Catcher as well is one of the things that's pushing it over the top for me.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. It also means we're gonna have a decently threatening signal pass when it comes, or by the time it can attack.
Yeah. So we'll have a lot of lands, make a lot of big nexuses and stuff. And if he doesn't have the recall here, Steel Overseer is a nightmare for him to deal with, especially with the Vault Scourge.
Even if he does, okay.
Yeah, there's
he might have a Curse Catcher, he might not.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, there's no other 1-drops in his deck, I don't think.
Yeah, I know a lot of the Merfolk players just do that.
Oh, yeah. They just do it at the end of every turn.
Yeah. Okay. It's a chunk of damage right there.
Yeah, start to get his beat down on, but it looks like he doesn't have his Hercules. So I think that our Overseer is going to be able to beat him.
That's a draw.
So do you want to just dump all the artifacts into play and ignore the Spell Pierce or Spell Snare since he doesn't have it? Or it's possible that he does have it still.
It's possible that last card is a recall.
Yeah, there's no reason why it couldn't be.
So if he plays out another Lord this coming turn, I think we're fine still. Yeah, we're definitely fine still.
Mm-hmm.
Because the biggest thing is being able to race with this Vault Scourge.
Right.
I definitely like just playing out the Pest, activating,
Yep.
and
There's attack for 3. Do we want to attack with Ornithopter, or do we want to use a chump block?
I want to keep it back just in case.
Okay.
I also don't like animating Blink Moth because it invalidates
the spell snare. Yeah, we might as well just play Ravager at that point.
So we're going to take 9 at the least. We go to... What do we... Or we go to 6. That's if he doesn't draw or have another Lord.
Yeah, if he has another Lord, we could take it all and go to 3.
Yeah, because that's 4, 8, 12.
Right.
And then we get back in for a decent amount. No, he just...
This is 4th Lord. No, draw a card. Okay.
I think we counter a Lord here, too.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, he's just gonna give us the beatdown. Fine with that.
Take 9. I think we just take it.
Yeah, for sure.
Ornithopter's going to be big enough to just straight up block now.
Okay.
Opal's decent.
That's actually a really important draw because it lets us.
Can we kill him with Inkmoth Nexus?
Not leaving up Spell Snare, which means we'd lose the game to Hercules Recall.
Okay. 1, 2,
Which I don't
3,
like.
4.
We don't have to do
We
that.
have 5 mana. Activate Nexus. Play Ravager. Yeah. Because then.
We don't, because it's 2
then
mana to
Curse
cast
Catcher
Ravager,
would
2 mana,
stop it. Yep.
2 mana to hit him with a Nexus.
Yep.
So, play that out. We're gonna hit him for 4, 5, 6, puts him to 11.
Mm-hmm. Play
I think
Ravager.
it's better to cast with the Inkmoth Nexus here because the poison damage is gonna mean actually nothing.
I don't think it means nothing. I think we can just clock him out from 10.
So when I'm doing the math normally for this deck, if I have him at 11, especially with a board like this, I prioritize Blinkmoth Nexus over Inkmoth Nexus.
Okay, that's reasonable.
Because
When you do have both, though, you get to pump the Inkmoth Nexus with the Blinkmoth Nexus.
Which effectively means we only have to deal 9.
Right.
But we have so many more sources of regular damage here.
Well, it's an extra damage every turn. It's not just necessarily one damage.
Yeah.
But this game's it's reaching its conclusion very quickly, so that I don't think that's either here nor there. Pretty sure we're not going to be winning the game with a Nexus.
Yeah. So that's why I like tapping that. I think this might end up being relevant as an extra source of, because I'm animating it to pump itself, or for the Steel Overseer.
Okay. Do you want to use a different kind of mana, though, just in case? Because you want to activate it, or to block with? Or
no, because it taps us out for
yeah. You're right.
Spell Snare.
Right. Or it makes it so that we won't have colored mana. Another option we have here is that we can sacrifice Ravager and like the Nexus, and then make Vault Scourge a 6/5.
Yeah, that's true. The problem though is, I think that leaves us dead. Because this puts us to 10, and that's only 8 damage with with a Lord this next draw step.
Okay, yeah, because we've only got 2 creatures to block with right now.
Yeah.
So
that's why this was slightly greedy.
Extra damage? Yeah, that was a bit greedy.
If we sacked this, and that puts us to 3, that's 7. That puts us to 13. This becomes 4, 8, 12. I think that's also unnecessarily greedy.
Yeah, we'll pass on that. I think I like attacking just the way that we are. Maybe we should not have attacked the Signal Pest? I don't know.
No, oh, sorry, I had my arm in front of the camera that whole time. I think that, like, Signal Pest doesn't actually do that much here. If it's not attacking, like, it just chumps.
Yeah, it chumps.
So he's drawing to... Okay, now he can have Master of Waves here, which is annoying, but...
Yeah, we got flyers. There's the recall.
Second recall we lose?
I don't think he's got a second recall. He would have played it by now.
If he has Harbinger of Tides, this is bad. Oh, no.
God.
Not like this. Not like this.
Okay. I think we're okay.
Can we lose to Harbinger here, actually, is the question. Okay, not with those attacks. So that's 7. What is this attack?
That's an interesting one.
I'm actually confused now. I like blocking the Curse Catcher, sacking the...
I think we want to block Ornithopter into Curse Catcher and Ravager into Silvergill, sack the Opal.
Yeah. Because we just make a bigger Ornithopter and then we kill him with Glimmer Void. Or with the Nexus plus Signal Pest. If he has Harbinger, okay.
Alright, that works. Alright, we win.